Hello, welcome to Woodline Tracking. I'm going to do part 2 of body armor here for you guys because I ran out of time on part 1, so I wanted to talk about some more things in depth for you guys. So let's get started. Oh, first of all, I did misspoke. There was one mistake I made that was brought up to me by my brother. The Army flak jacket there we had there, I said it was level 3A. It was not. It might stop 38 or something. I don't really know what rating it was, but I thought it was something else, but that was my mistake, so I was letting you guys know on that. But let's get started here. Let's start talking about soft armor. The reason what really breaks down soft armor and you got to watch out for is ultraviolet rays like sunlight. You don't want to keep it in sunlight. So also water and moisture break it down. That's the reason why they're always in baggies or in plastic, so moisture will kill it. So you want to make sure when you have this soft armor that you store it right and you keep it dry. Also, on soft body armor, I was speaking about how the one vest was level 2 and that it was thinner than level 3A. That is true for the most part, but I'll go in a little bit of detail that there is some new stuff on the market that I was told that I have not seen or don't know much about, and it is actually 3A rated, and it's even thinner than level 2. So I don't know much about it, so I wanted to go a little more detail on that. Oh, now on the helmet, the military style helmet you saw there, that was level 3A rated. Now, like the Mitch helmets and some of the older helmets were not. They were just for fragmentation. So when you buy a helmet, make sure and see what you're buying. That, like I said, that helmet particularly there was ordered new and it's just a military style, but it's level 3A. So, okay, let's talk about hard armor now. Plates. You probably heard in the first video that we were shooting through AR 500 plates. And that was true. Like I said, we shot through it with 308 silver barrel, and we shot through it with green tips and 193. The 190 was faster, it did better, but we did shoot through it once with green tips, so I wanted to go a little more detail in that with you guys when we was doing some testing on it. The reason why we were shooting through it is when they forge AR 500 steel, sometimes it gets hot and cold spots in the steel, and that makes it some spots softer than other spots. The reason why it's destroying you, most of the time it destroys the board, is because it's so hard that when the board hits it, the board fragments, as to compare to typically cold rolled steel that is they form it different and it's a lot softer, so the board doesn't fragment, it just goes right through and pushes right through. And the steel we were shooting was like typical AR was 500 is 1/4 inch plate steel. And if you go up to 3/8 steel, I never was able to punch through them with any, besides using black tips, and 308 was the only way I was able to punch through them. Also, you notice the steel plates had spalling, like bed liner protection on it. That spalling protection is on there is for to stop from the board sparring when it hits, so the fragmentation of the board doesn't go into your body. It protects it down in there, and it does a pretty decent job of it. But if you shoot it enough, generally they just fall off in big sections. Now let's talk about what is level 3 armor mean. It means that it can stop up to a 308 board 6 shots is typically what the rating is for it. So you might be able to get a little more out of it, or you maybe not get a little less out of it. Depends on what type of armor. Like I said, if it's steel, it depends on how it's forged. You could have one that has no defaults in it and it will stop it all the time. So I just wanted to break that down a little bit for you guys, because there is some confusion, because you see people shooting through it. Sometimes they can, they say they can, sometimes you say they can't. Like I said, a lot of times it has to be some type of penetrating round or a full metal jacket round, like 193, because it moves so fast, because speed usually defeats it. But in all the steel we were shooting was 1/4 inch AR 500. So, well, I hope that clarifies a little bit on the body armor. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions about it, and I'll try to answer it the best I can. But again, I surely suggest that you guys, as a Patriot prepper, think about what works best for you, and I would recommend buying a set of each. So there's some different options. There's many options out there. Look around, pray about it, and see what God leads you to get. But I would suggest you buy something. So remember, time may go on, but your life may not. Enjoy.